Hi guys, that's Dorota Nail, international nail artist and educator here, and I'm in with Natalia. Today we are going to do probably the longest nails I have ever done for a client. So we have done the removal on those nails, and then I'm going to give it a couple more scratches and we will apply the tips. Again, I have chosen the tips, guys, because not all of you can do sculpted set of the nails, so I thought I will show you that. I'm just gently removing any remainings of the product which might be on the nail plate. As you can see it, we have carried out really nice and gentle removal of the nail extensions, and it's better to don't file with the e-file right down to the natural nails. I always leave a tiny bit of the product just before I apply the tips, and that's what I'm taking off at the moment. She's got absolutely amazing nails, and I'm so glad I'm able to record a tutorial for you on Natalia today, because it's going to be a slightly different set, like really nice long nails, and we are going to go crazy with the bling, and I'm sure they will look so fantastic and pretty. You will guys love them as well. So I'm just removing the dust, and then I'm going to dehydrate it with the blue scrub, like to make sure there is no oils into the nail plates. But look at her nail beds, like how even they are, like absolutely fantastic natural nails. They look so beautiful. Then we are going to apply an extra nail prep. Extra nail prep is going to make the tips to adhere a little bit better, because it also dehydrates the nail plate as well. And then once it's dry, we are going to use the extreme pre-pinched tips. I quite like them because they do give those sculpted look to the nails. So I'm just going to measure them, and we are going to put them in. This one just fits in perfect. Like I'm also during the application going to pinch them a little bit, just so we get even more slender look. So I'm just applying a small drop of the glue. Check it if it's nice and straight. Slide it till the pocket kind of click into the natural nail, and then hold it. Usually I count till about 20, and then I would just squeeze them and pinch them a little bit more. Okay, then release the fingers and pinch them from the top. So I'm just squishing the tip and pinching it a little bit. This way I'm pinching a natural nail, just so we've got this really nice slender look. And what I like, look how they look from the side, absolutely fantastic. Then I'm going to measure another nail, and this is a perfect fit as well. So even a glue I'm using is a Nail Perfect brush and glue. Do not put excessive amount of the glue, but because it will take you just too long time to bond the tip with the natural nail. But also at the same time you cannot apply too little, because then you will get air pockets, and tip application is going to be not as secure. It will be easier to come off, so make sure there is no air bubbles. Also look how I'm holding it from underneath to secure the tip so it doesn't move. Like my right hand is resting on my left hand. Then once the 20-second is gone, I'm going to pre-pinch them again. And we've got another beautiful nail, absolutely fantastic. The C-curve is awesome. Usually those two fingers are the same size, and that's the case in here as well. Sometimes, because those nails are those tips are really extremely pinched, I wouldn't use them on the clients which have extremely flat nails, because you will have to pinch the natural nail too strong, and they kind of want to go flat again, so they will be pushing your tips away. So this choice of the tips will be more for the clients with like at least some sort of natural C-curve, because we want them to kind of fit the natural nail. Okay, and then change the position, pre-pinch it. Look how the natural nail is pinching. Okay, so I'm just pinching this natural nail as well, and then I can gently release the tip. And then here we are going to try this size. When you're doing when I'm doing the tip application, I always like, once I find I need to watch, because this finger goes a little bit this way, so I don't want to put the tip that way, like following the natural nail. I need to try to straighten it up. But at the same time, you have to find a happy medium, because you don't want to also make the nail look funny. Actually, my nail does that as well, but it's an index nail, index finger. So I'm just holding, like checking this bone. Don't look into this one. Secure it nice and straight, and then hold it. I'm going to hold this one a little bit longer, just because we are working kind of against the natural nail. And then the pocket, like I'm going to have a little bit empty space in a pocket, because I need to place the tip the opposite direction to the nail growth. Okay, hold it. I can still see the glue is kind of wet. When you press it down, you can see the glue is squishing out. You don't want too much squish out, because then you will have to wait too long. In general, the tip application takes some time plus a buffing, but we've got a kind of nice shape to follow. So overall, I think tips are quicker than the sculpted nails. Okay, and then that's this one nicely secured as well. And I'm happy with the happy medium we got in there. So we are going to just wait a couple seconds for the glue to set, and then we can file them and shape them. Okay, that's them all on, so I'm just going to cut them. They are going to be super long, guys, like unbelievable. As I say, normally I don't do this long nails, so this is actually quite nice for a change. And now we are going to file the shape. So I want to get them tapered quite a decent amount. I'm holding the tip from the top and then just tapering the sides. It's cool because I will show you Aurora, I will show you some glitter encapsulations, and kind of double baby boomer I call it. So some parts will be a glitter and some parts will be a baby boomer. So I'm just filing exactly the same like I would file after I have sculpted a set of the nails. Get it really nicely tapered. You can see the difference in between the ones I have filed and the one I didn't. Once I'm happy with the shape, like you can see also the side view, I'm just giving a couple scratches to the entire surface of the tip and then blend the difference. Okay, do exactly the same on this one. And then the other side. File it on the top. So this one isn't as straight because how the natural nail grows, so I'm just going to file it to improve the shape as much as possible. And that's already much better. Okay, blend it from the top, just couple scratches. Okay, a little bit at the free edge. Scratch it from the top. Now we can just file the dust away. And now we are going to use the cuticle bead and just go around the cuticle area. One side. Put it back into the reverse and do the other side. She's got really amazing cuticles. I think they look so nice. They are so long. They're actually longer than my nails. Can you believe, guys? I'm doing someone's nails which are longer than mine. Okay, just before we put the gel, I like to give it a couple scratches to make sure there is no shiny places left on the nail plate. I'm not as much bothered about the tip, but it's mainly the natural nail. We want the product to stick really well. And then we are going to apply an extra nail prep, universal air bond and a gel. Make sure you don't apply it on the tips, it's only on the natural nail plate. Universal air bond. And then we are going to use the Perfect Rules gel. So that's the one we are going to use today. On the pinky we are going to have glitter encapsulation, kind of like a French style. But I'm starting with just with the very thin layer on all the set of the nails, like so very thin layer on all of the nails. Just so the product can cure really well through it, just so I can have a control over the product. I can go really to the sides, very close to the cuticle. I can cap the free edge, like the place where the tip is joining the natural nail. So look how I'm placing my brush. It splits at the sides. Let me show you the side view. It splits at the sides, so this way it's capping those free edge. And then we are going to cure them. Okay, it is going to be a 60 seconds cure, and then once they cure, on this one I'm going to apply straight away my apex, so nice and thin layer. And then we are going to build up the apex. Obviously they are really long nails, so I'm trying to pick up as huge scoop of the product as possible. Don't go too close to the sides. Work mainly through the middle of the nail. because otherwise by the time you reach the free edge, you are gonna have the product everywhere, like flooding all the cuticles and everything. So just work through the middle. And then even it out inside. We are going to freeze it and then put some glitter in. Okay, that's it, almost cured. So I'm just going to encapsulate the glitters. We've got them in stock as well. Oh, guys, because I really like those different shape of the glitters. I think it looks fantastic. So on those nail, we are going to do a kind of French style glitter. I'm applying a nice and thin layer on the entire nail. I'm going to apply nice and thin layer on this one as well. Especially when we encapsulating the glitter around the cuticle area, you have to encapsulate it quite low because you don't want to have like a huge amount of the product around the cuticle area. I'm using some old brush, and this is a dry brush, like don't put any product over over the brush. Keep it nice and dry so your glitter sticks in better. And I've got like a mixture of those three glitters. So on the pinky we are going to put the glitter in a kind of French style. So just at the free edge, a little bit higher than the natural smile lines finish, because you don't want to see the growth as much. So just really nice and thin. And as you can see, the glitter encapsulation can be tricky, like there is so many flakes sticking out. So I will show you what I'm doing to flatten them up. On this one we are going to go around the cuticle area, and again I've got some particles which are smaller, so that's the ones I'm putting very close to the cuticles, and then the particles which are larger, I'm just placing them up to the free edge of the natural nail as well. And then same on this one. Those kind of baby boomer glitter, I would double baby boomer, or I don't know, glitter and normal baby boomer, I don't know how to call it really. It's really popular at the moment, and I think it looks so pretty. It's something different, so I thought I will show you that as well. Once we have put the glitter on, we want to be like as flat as possible. So I'm taking the gel sponges and I'm just dabbing it in. So first of all, I can tidy up my free edge, and also I can flatten the glitter so I don't have to overfile it later on when I'm filing, because it's not going to stick out as much. Actually, at the edge, I want some smaller particles of the glitter as well. There we are. Same in here, and because we have put like a very thin layer of the gel, I don't have to worry this is going to like flood the cuticles or the product is gonna run. Because this is extreme length, like I have never done the nails for a client this long, 2 layers is not enough for me. I wouldn't have enough product control to do it in 2 layers. So what I'm doing on this one is I'm just applying a third thin layer to perfect the shape, and I'm feeling safer doing that than trying to do it in 2 coats and then just make a mess of it because it would run into the cuticles. Okay, I'm happy with that, so let's cure it. And then we are going to swap it to the Crystal One. So Crystal One is my favorite gel, guys, for the glitter encapsulation, because it's so watery and thin that I don't have to file as much later on. So I just take it back, and I will be doing 1 nail at a time. First layer is to kind of smooth out those glitter, to get rid of any loose particles, because sometimes we can have some loose particles, and we really need to get into those wee holes, like uneven surface, just so the next layer is going to be much easier. Okay, same in here. So just remove any loose particles, get the product in every single gap. And because again I'm working with a small amount of the product, I can do it on quite a few nails at the same time. You can see it, I have removed like some loose particle of the glitter, so there we are inside. We are going to freeze it. And then we can apply. So this gel cures in 30 seconds. The fiber gel cures in 60 seconds. I take it back. And straight away I can build up a structure on this nail. So nice and thin layer. Again, you could see it. I have capped the free edge the way my brush splits. Pick up a scoop of the product. And we are going to build up the apex. So again, even more only in the middle because the product is going to run to the sides. So only in the middle. And then I'm going to touch it up, check the side view. So nice apex, cook it. We are going to freeze it just for a couple seconds and then move on into another nail. So that's, will give me a time to clean all the mess. I take it back. Okay, and we are going to do it exactly the same. So nice and thin layer, nice and thin layer. And then we are going to build up those apex again. So a really decent scoop because this nail is even bigger. Just in the middle. And then through the free edge. Check the side view and look what is happening with the gel. I'm not touching it, but it starts to self-level. It starts to shape the nail for me. I can help it a little bit just to move it into some places. So really easy to work with as long as you don't work too long with it. If you would work too long with it, it would just float the entire nail. Cook it in. So again, couple seconds longer. And then we can do it on another nail. Perfect. Nice and thin layer. Nice and thin. And then pick up a large scoop so we can build up the apex. So right in the middle, all the way down to the free edge. One side. Other side. Check the apex and check what the product is doing. Let's cook it. And then if it's needed, you can like touch up in some other places, but you better off like quickly freeze the product. So this way you don't have a mess around the cuticle. I take it back. And I'm just giving a final check. I'm just going to gently touch up those area. And honestly, guys, doing this way is so much faster than trying to perfect it when you've got so much product on. When you've got so much product on, you can easily lose the control of it. And then that's when the trouble and all the mess would happen. Okay, that's all the nails on. I'm going to cure them properly 60 seconds and then we can file. Okay, that's them cooked. So close the products before you start filing. You don't want any dust to get in there. UV cleanser to remove the inhibition layer. I like them already, like they look so nice and pretty, guys, like really nice. I'm going to show you a shaping on a 1 or 2 nails and then do the rest on my own so you are not bored with it. So for file, actually I will shape this one and this one on the camera because that's 2 the worst nails. They quite nice, so let's do the most difficult ones. I'm filing again V-shape, so one side, other side. Don't file too long in one place. Like you can see it by doing only those movements, the shapes improves drastically. But don't file it too long in one place. File the free edge, just so it's nice and straight, so we know where we are. And then just file it from the top. Make sure you hold, when doing those file movement, which I'm doing now, make sure you hold the client nail down the way. If you hold it like this, you could really catch it and hurt them. Blend around the cuticle area. We want the product to be really nice and flat in there. And basically that's my hand filing done. The rest I will do it with the buffer, and if it's needed I can touch it up a little bit more. Okay, this one. So I'm checking a client view as well, how it goes, because this nail is a little bit tricky. I want the side walls to be straight, so I'm starting with the side walls. Look where I'm filing. I want that to be straight first, so I know where I have to go. Okay, once I have done that, I can see it. I have to lift this up a little bit. That's already better. So think where you're filing. Then we want to take like a wee triangle off from that. I'm gonna do a little bit at the time to don't overfile it, and wee triangle on this side. Again and again. File the free edge. Blend around the cuticle area, because this is something which I'm 100% sure we have to do it. And then after I do that, I will inspect how the nail look, and I will file further, but without of inspecting it, I wouldn't risk it that I'm going to make a mess of it by overfiling something. So do really think where you file. Okay, I still feel it like it's not enough tapered, so I'm just tapering it a little bit more. It's just, I really like those tapered look. Okay, smooth it out the entire surface, and then this nail is ready for buffing as well. So we are gonna take a buffer and just buff the entire surface. Don't go too close to the cuticle. This buffer is very sharp, and I would be scared I would just catch it on my client's skin. So I'm just filing from the top, and then do that in here as well. Because we are going to apply the Aurora pigment in it, you have to file it really nice and smooth. That's much better. And then using this file, we are going to touch it up. And after this part is finished, we can move on into the design. And I cannot really wait because they are going to be so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to quickly file those two exactly the same way, and then we can move on into the design. Okay, that's them all filed. So we are just going to use some blue scrub to clean it. Any dust particles, like make sure we don't have any dirt in there. Okay, that's them all buffed and ready for the next step. So we are going to use white French gel to do the baby boomer, and I'm starting with those nails because they are going to be kind of the most time consuming. Sponges on the forms, and the reason for it, guys, is you don't want all this fluff on your nails, like, okay? So we remove those fluffy bits and pieces, and I'm just going to do the baby boomer. I would do exactly the same like I'm doing a normal baby boomer, but this way we will have some glitter glitter ombre kind of with the baby boomer, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. So just rub that in, and then put inside the lamp. When my nails are cooking, I'm going to start preparing some crystals because, and we got them in stock, guys, as well now. They're actually awesome. And we will do some crystal application. So for the crystals, I'm going to use the base gel, and I find that they last best with the base gel. So we are going to use that base gel. Small brush. And then the gem picker. So I'm going to open them up, and I want those size and those ones. I think you cannot go wrong with the bling. That always looks super pretty. Then in the middle, we are going to place this one. And then some smaller ones. So obviously this isn't a finished crystal application, but I just want to see it first where I want to add more crystals. Cook it in. Hi! Hi! Girls are laughing now. You can cook it in, Natalia, sorry.
Yeah, make it.
Perfect, I take it back. No? Awesome.
10 lie down.
Can I get
So another touch, and a touch. And I'm using a smaller ones. You kind of want, especially the large crystals, you want them to be surrounded by the smaller ones. This way your construction is going to last much longer. So I'm always kind of doing that. It's definitely make the crystals last better. And then another tiny one.
Okay, 10-minute one first. Thanks.
And another one. Okay, because my baby boomer have been cured twice, I can apply the second layer of it. So a second layer on, and the second layer I'm applying slightly different. So I'm just picking up a scoop of the product and going almost like a V shape. So a V shape and V shape. And then just dab it in with the sponge. So just dab, dab, dab. And dab, dab, dab. We didn't blend it in this part yet, but we are going to do that with the third layer inside. Once they cured a little bit, I'm going to apply the block the UV no wipe top gel in the middle finger. And we will wrap in some Aurora pigment. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Now the only thing is, like, I have to cook them exactly 60 seconds now for the chrome to work. So we are going to cure it exactly 60 seconds, and then we will stick in some Aurora pigment and some beautiful flowers. Okay, that's them cured. So I quite like to use my fingers for the Aurora pigment. I actually don't need my gloves anymore. Where are you? Oh, here. So we are going to rub this in. Now keep the baby boomers away. So what I'm gonna do is put all the fingers up. Perfect. And then just hold this one slightly lower and start rubbing the Aurora pigment on. It looks absolutely amazing, guys. Like, it's so pretty and so beautiful. I have done a really nice set yesterday. I'm so gutted I didn't record. It was so pretty as well. It was short natural nails, but absolutely fantastic just because of this Aurora pigment. I am totally in love with it. It looks amazing. So scratch the free edge, scratch the free edge, scratch the free edge. Otherwise your chrome might chip. Remove the excess of the pigment. Try to keep them baby boomers away. And then we are going to start placing some flowers in. So the flowers, I have them on my nails, and they come in pinks and blue and whites and all sort of different small balls with them as well. Absolutely amazing, and they are so pretty to do it. So we are going to go into like a kind of S letter shape, and what I did, I have just draw this shape so it's easier for me to apply those flowers. We are going to place 3 larger flowers right in the middle, and then we will do also 3 smaller flowers as well. They look so pretty, and you know, guys, it's such a great time saver when it comes to the 3D, because normally it takes so long time to do the 3D flowers, and obviously this is a really nice alternative, and they stay on fantastic. So I'm just securing them with the base gel, and obviously my nails are on, will be about 3.5 weeks now. Nothing's happened to it. Olivia had it on her nails as well, plus couple more clients which already come back. And I actually tested it on my most difficult client. She always loses gems. Like, doesn't matter what I do, she always loses gems, and I'm curious how they are going to last on her. If they do, that means there is no way, like, nothing would take them off. And I think Olivia mentioned it either in a video or after the video to me, that's the reason why they are staying so long and so beautifully is they are a bit flexible. They are just not jumping off. And I think that's true. So I hope I've got enough in here, because they obviously come in the back, and I just put couple into the pot because it's easier to take them out from the pot. But yes, I have enough. So we've got three. Okay, let's place them the correct way. I like also that they almost click in each other, so this way you've got less catchy surface as well, and I think this is really a great bonus of those flowers. Let me click this one. There we are. So this one is clicked. I'm happy. Cook it in. Freeze it just a couple seconds, and then in the small ones we are going to put the caviar beads. In the larger ones we are going to put the gems, and I like the idea of the gems inside as well. So let's do those big ones. Put a drop of the base gel, and then we are going to put those gems in there. So 1 gem, and the other ones.
We won't have any time on that day, I'm afraid. It's just rotten.
Inside. And then the caviar beads bowl. So again, I'm going to pick up a small amount of the base gel. Dot, dot.
Was there another day, or is that the only one?
And I'm picking up the caviar beads with the brush. I just find it is the easiest way.
Sorry about that. Saturday. No, not on Saturday. 2 of us are away, so it's only Dorota in. So she's pretty booked up. I think we've got... No, sorry. I'll just hold up against that. Goodbye.
And another one. Cook it in. And then we just have to basically touch up the baby boomer one more time, because I like when it's really nicely bended. So usually 3 coats is the best solution, but sometimes you can use the product which you already got on the sponge. So I'm going to do that, and with this product on the sponge, I'm just gently buffing it in. So buff, 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 buff. Straight away I can put the top coat into the pinky. They're so pretty, guys. Like, that's and the longest set ever I did for a client. Put plenty of the top coat, cap those free edge. Plenty of the top coat, cap the free edge. Like, let the top coat get in between those crystals. Perfect. Inside we are going to cure the baby boomer, and then we can apply the top coat, and I can show you the final results, because you need to see the look how the baby boomer nails looks when the glitter shines through it. I think it's absolutely amazing. So I can already put the top coat around these flowers in there, so you can use either a small brush to reach those difficult places, or you could just go like I'm going around with the large brush. Here I'm going to have no choice but use the smaller one, otherwise I will touch up the flowers too much. So I've just picked a small brush, like no way to get there with the large brush. And again, put this top coat decently around the crystals, like kind of even a shaky motion, like look what I'm doing, like in and out, to make sure it is everywhere. Cap the free edge, especially for a chromes, you want to always make sure the free edge is capped properly inside. We are going to freeze this top coat just because of the slant, like those nails takes a bit longer, and I would rather to freeze the top coat separately so it doesn't run. I take it back and we can apply it on the baby boomer, and look how pretty it is, guys. Like so pretty, because we've got some parts where we've got the glitter which is shining through it, then we've got those kind of milky white and then completely white baby boomer. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and you can do so many glitter combinations for those kind of sets. So definitely I can see it to be a nice nail trend as well, with those sort of glitters and the baby boomers. And you definitely can do it in different colors as well. So let's cook them. I'm going to clean them and then show you the final look. Okay, they are just finishing cooking, so I've got time to quickly clean it, and then we are going to show you the final results. That's them done. Wait a couple seconds for the top coat to cool down. You don't want to touch the top coat. Crystals are always dirty with the wax picker, so I'm always using a wipe, and I kind of buff them up so they are really nice and blingy. And I love this glitter, like it looks absolutely fantastic. So those I love. I don't know which one is my favorite one. Which one is yours?
The flower one.
The flower one, yeah, the middle one. We knew it what we are gonna do. They look absolutely fantastic. We just have to put some cuticle oil on them and then take a nice and beautiful thumbnail picture. I'm sending you glittery hugs, and bye for now.